Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you are new here, go ahead and click the live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and make any requests for your personal healing. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to the request of everyone here. If you are watching this on the video replay, hello from the past, you are going to have just as much fun and healing a time as if you were here live. But if you would like to join me live, definitely hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss an opportunity. I'm here live 5 times a week. And if you are watching this on the video and want to skip ahead to the Reiki session, go to approximately the 1 hour point or where you see the lights begin to shift down. And of course, for those of you who are returning, it's so good to see you again. Thank you for your ongoing support. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Quick note, the tarot for all 12 signs, all signs are up and available for you to watch whenever you'd like. And if you'd like to learn more about learning Reiki online with me, or if you want to schedule a one-on-one distance session or a tarot reading, the links are in the description below, and you can also go to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. So thanks again so much for being here. Let's go ahead and get started on that grid and say hello. Awesome. So we're starting things off with a copper spiral. This helps to break up energy blockages, gets the energy going. It's a great place to start for a grid. And I've also started off with just some corner points to help me, keep the grid in good alignment as we go. Amazonite, I felt like was the perfect stone to pick for today. This is one that helps to encourage self-care, especially for those who tend to think of others before themselves. It's also very common and are very calming and excellent for the spine and spinal nerves. So if anyone's having back pain, nerve issues in the low body, anything like that, this is a stone that's definitely certain to help. So let's go ahead and say hello and start adding some crystals for all of your requests. So yeah, thank you everyone for being here. We've got Chris, good to see you. Patty, I believe I saw Key will be joining later for the 8 p.m. And Lori, I did see your message about your mom had the surgery. She's still in hospital recovering. All of our love to her for sure. We'll definitely put some crystals in the grid for her today. And thanks for the update. I hope you're well. Grace, I'm doing well. Thank you. It's good to see you. Violet Integration, happy healing. I hope everything goes well. Good to see you. Jennifer, great to see you too. Cora Carr, wonderful to see you. And Goddess of 4, great to see you all. Okay, so let's start building this here grid. So Chris starts off by actually requesting Amazonite and Howlite and any surgery for recovery from surgery. And we have a couple people recovering from surgery in here. So let's start with that. So we'll start with the Howlite. This is a great stone for bones, orthopedic health, and the joints especially. So it's so pretty too. But yeah, the joints, whether they just need some support or if there's like a dislocation, a break, if you have weak bones like I do, this is a great stone. So white howlite. And in terms of the emotional side of white howlite, it is superb for anger, resentment, and even frustration to a point. It helps us to bring those intense emotions down to a simmer so we can make some conscious choices about what to do next rather than feeling quite so volatile. So this is white howlite. We'll put that in right by the Amazonite. And then we'll do some, and I will definitely get to everyone's request today. So let's see, what will be for our surgery? Let's see. Let's do some emerald. Let's do some shungite, and let's do some Yeah, let's start here. Yeah, let's start here. So shungite helps with physical recovery and the repair of tissue in the body. So that's skin, incisions, things like that, and anything else you might be working on. It's also excellent at releasing stress and emotional blocks and energy blockages. It's a very helpful stone for recovery post-op or post-illness and injury, especially injury. This is also great for clearing your energy field, and it can be really supportive of anyone who tends to be very sensitive to electromagnetic fields. This is thought to be a wonderful stone. So shungite for sure. So healing that tissue. Emerald is also great at healing the skin and tissue, and also helping us to find the passion for work and life that we may feel is waning. It also helps to restore confidence, and it's excellent for the upper respiratory system, from the throat all the way down through the lungs, all of it. It's also great for getting some confidence about your appearance, especially if you've been picked on about stuff like that before. So this is emerald, and this is raw emerald here. And go here. There we go. And we'll keep on adding for different things too, like different aspects of each surgery too. So let's see. And okay, there's some good requests here from Chris. I will work those in as we go. Hey, Catherine, good to see you. Fawn, wonderful to see you as well. Okay, Violet integration, it went well. You got home 45 minutes ago and you may fall asleep. Absolutely fall asleep. That's the best thing you can do. Definitely fall asleep. We will work on that. We will send you lots of healing. Okay, good stuff. So let's start with Patty's request. So spiritual connection boost, help with transitions, accepting and feeling worthy of my intended abundance, absolutely, and security, stability, and drawing in more quality, supportive people. Well, let's start with drawing in the quality, supportive people. I think it's one of all of our favorite stones. It's honey calcite. This is wonderful at calling in all the awesome people. It's also helpful for bringing in some really good optimistic vibes when things are a little bit tougher, but this helps to attract all of the people into your life that are just high vibrational, super good, and really in alignment with who you are and where you're going, whether it's colleagues, neighbors, friends, romance, all of the above. This honey calcite helps by working with the solar plexus and the sacral. So it's your center of self-identity and who you are. And then the sacral being how we relate to other people. So wonderful stone for that. So we will bring this in for sure. And we've got feeling worthy of intended abundance. Absolutely. And security, stability. Security and stability, red jasper was the first one that came to mind. This is deeply empowering and grounding. It helps to work with the root chakra, which is our center of vital needs, primal urges, fight or flight. It's very empowering. It helps to protect on a spiritual level from negative energies and malevolent spiritual work, as well as helping to ground and move through depression that may come as part of a prolonged convalescence or recovery period after an injury or surgery. Very good for fighting injustice, bullying, anybody picking on you, anything like that. So this is very stabilizing. So bring that in. And for feeling worthy, the first thing that comes to mind is mahogany obsidian. Mahogany obsidian, also definitely in the red region of the stones. This helps with releasing perfectionism, and it helps us to better trust ourselves, allowing us to let go of any feelings of need for approval or that sort of comparison to other people, so that we can move along by our own judgment of what we feel is okay, not so much the judgments of other people. It can help to release also anger. It's great for pain in the teeth and gums. So that's definitely, I saw that for Goddess of Four, I believe that you had requested that. Also for meeting goals, vitality and strength, really helps us to feel like, hey, my opinion is as important as everyone else's, and I'm not necessarily going to wait or see myself through the lens of other people's gaze. So this can be really helpful for that. So I'm going to put one here and one here. There we go. And I hope that helps. Oh, and for transitions, let's do some petrified wood. Petrified wood has gone through its own really significant transition. It was a living tree that had to die before it could be transformed into a stone. And even after that, this particular specimen, if you look at those glittery pieces in the middle there, those are new crystals forming on it. So this is all about transitions, even when they're not the easiest transitions or the transitions we would want to make. It helps us to stay the course and, feel a little bit better about the transition too. So we'll start with that here. Yeah, we'll start with it here. So all the best, and thank you for being here, Patty. Oh, and intuitive discernment. There's two for that. First, I'm going to bring in citrine. Citrine we usually use, and we will absolutely use it today for its remarkable abilities to help us manifest financial abundance. It's great for that. It's also great for making good financial decisions. But this is also wonderful for balancing logic and intuition, which can really help your discernment and understanding. It's also great for addictions, compulsions, and nausea. So we'll bring this in. Okay, and blue kyanite helps us to accept ourselves exactly as we are and see ourselves as lovable and beautiful beings, exactly as we are, which I think is really empowering for where you're at. It also helps us with understanding spiritual guidance. So if you're struggling to understand what's coming through when you're doing spiritual work, meditation, tarot, anything, blue kyanite can be very helpful. Also great for certain neurological concerns, especially if it's related to stroke. So this is blue kyanite. All the best to you. And I am having a great day. Thank you for asking. Healing from surgery and fertility. Got it. Eyesight. Gotcha. Yeah, mahogany obsidian is the red one. This is mahogany obsidian. Yeah, financial abundance. Let's bring it on. And we had healing from surgery and fertility. Unakite is my favorite go-to for fertility. There's a few stones that are great for it, but I really love this one. This is all about supporting women too. Women's physical health and women's hormonal health, both. This is one that can help with, cats are playing in the closet. This is one that helps with fertility, but also every stage of a woman's life. So prenatal, postnatal, onset of menses, menopause, all of the above. But definitely mom and baby bonding, all of that. It's also great for marriage and good relationships, as well as circulation, body fluids, and metabolism. So we'll bring this in. If anyone's quitting smoking, this stone is often used for that as well. And this is Unakite. Starts with the letter U. Okay, so there's Unakite. And awesome. And I'm also going to bring in pink tourmaline. This helps with neuralgia, migraines, and everything gynecologically related, from hormones to every aspect of the gynecologic system. It's also great for spine injuries, mom and baby bonding, and to help us dispel a negative self-image so that we can build a more positive self-image. So that's pink tourmaline. Go. Awesome. So heal well, take that nap, get all the rest you could possibly need. Jennifer, stupid cough, chronic pain, mood elevation, and money. Love it. Okay, so stupid cough. Let's do... Definitely the emerald will help for sure with the upper respiratory, but let's bring in some green kyanite. Green kyanite, which is definitely markedly different from the blue kyanite. This is a deeply spiritual stone. It helps us to balance our spiritual and mundane sides of our life. It helps us to connect with nature and the spirits of plants, as well as wisdom through intuition. But it is superb for the upper respiratory tract. Like at the height of COVID, when everybody was sick, we were putting this in every grid, and people really, really responded positively to it. So I hope that this helps. Let's do... So let's see, chronic pain, yeah. So I've been doing some research on chronic pain and good crystals, like specifically for more chronic pain. And one of the most recommended was clear quartz. I'm also going to use some celestite for just pain in general. Are we getting a visit? Are we getting a four-legged visit? You can come up if you want. Hattie might visit. But yeah, clear quartz is generally, it's a blank slate kind of stone. It amplifies other crystals around it, and you can hold onto it with intention and almost make it your own talisman or healing stone of whatever your intention might be. If you're building your stone collection, you don't have a lot of stones, or there's a stone that's kind of out of reach, using clear crystal instead can be really helpful. But yeah, it's thought to be very helpful for more chronic pain. So I'm going to put, let's see. I will move this up a little bit, or maybe right here for now. So clear quartz and celestite can be very helpful with pain. I find that oftentimes it helps us to get a little bit disconnected from our physical body, spiritually speaking, so it changes our experience of pain and helps to connect us to our angels and spirit guides. It's grateful for discerning thoughts from fears, and it's helpful for really anything that you want to do with your angels. If you want to feel them nearby, if you want to see them, whatever the case might be, this can be really helpful. So celestite. So that's for pain and connection to our angels. go. And mood elevation and money. Well, we've got the celestite. Let's bring in some pyrite. Fool's gold helps call in the real gold. It's also great for fever as well as the lungs, so helps with the upper respiratory. It's great for brain and memory and side effects of radiation treatment. It's wonderful for connecting in intuition while also being protected. So pyrite. Bring us some money, protect us, help us be intuitively connected. All those good things. So that's pyrite. And mood elevation. Let's do some lepidolite. Lepidolite is lithium mica. Yes, the actual mental health medication. It is formed from, well, it's based on lithium mica. It's probably a synthetic made in a lab, but it's based on this. It can be very helpful for mood in the physiological sense. Like if you were to take it as a medication, I never recommend putting stones in water and drinking it for lots of reasons, but especially this one, it can have different impacts on different people. And so, yeah, best not to just like crush it up and put it in your water, but energetically to work with it as a crystal and like a crystal grid, awesome. So this is very good for supporting mental health, helping soothe and calm the emotion so that you can start to understand what's going on if that's an issue. It also helps bring attention to any kind of patterns or thought patterns and beliefs that are holding you back that you may need to readdress. So we'll bring that in. This also has some more amazonite in it, which helps the spine and spinal nerves and also encourages self-care. So we'll definitely bring that in. We'll put that on top of the quartz here. Let's put that there. There we go. And awesome. Awesome. We're started off well. Glad that you're here and I hope that you feel better. Hey, Blue Sky. Oh, you felt feverish all day. Hopefully the pyrite helps. I was trying to record a video, so it's definitely a stupid cough because now I have to edit out said stupid cough. I totally understand. For fever, let's also bring in iolite. This is thought to help with fever. It's also great for any kind of clairvoyant work, shamanic journeying, visionary meditation. It's great for sleeping better, especially if you're having any kind of intuitive sleep disturbances. It's great for managing the money you do have to the best extent. And it is also superb for anyone that is trying to lose weight. So yeah, it's good for lots of things, but all the best to you. And I hope this helps you with your fever. And let's see. And Lori requests jade, garnet, ruby, sapphire, rhodonite, emerald, Larimer. Awesome. So Larimer, we've got emerald, rhodonite, sapphire, ruby. Okay. And garnet and jade. So jade is good for good fortune and blessings on every level and in every aspect of life. It's for your relationships, your family, your business, your community, all good stuff. It's also often used for things like menstrual pain. So jade. Just gonna, don't quite have room in the grid today. I'm just gonna slide it under the grid. So there we go. So the jade, it's doing its thing. There we go. Garnet helps with organization, courage, and creativity. This is a superb stone to have in your corner if you're really working hard at making something happen, or if you're reevaluating your processes to see where you can save more time, be more efficient, or have a new, fresh way of looking at how you go about your day-to-day routine so that you can be a little bit more practical with your time use. It's great for finding balance in times of stress too. It's a very grounding and encouraging stone, very strengthening. So we'll definitely bring this in. Also helps you with getting organized. So, garnet. Larimer helps us to connect with our spiritual purpose and see that our spiritual purpose is in fact unique. And the way that we do things differently is absolutely the way we're meant to. I like to think of the old phrase, when the student is ready, so is the teacher. This is kind of in alignment with that, but on even a more broad sense. This helps to separate the ego from your spiritual work, but it also helps encourage you to see that whatever you're doing that feels pioneering and feels cutting edge is exactly that. And it's not just sort of your random musings. Like, your way of doing things is exactly what's called for, and your spiritual path isn't going to look exactly like someone else's. Larimer helps to encourage that. So yeah, spiritual courage in your own unique path in general. So I'm going to place one here and one here. Actually, there we go. So that's Larimer. Sapphire helps with channeling, connection to spirit, and understanding the messages that are coming through, finding the best way to take what we get intuitively or through channeling or card reading or what have you. And if you're reading for someone else, like a way to explain the messages you get to your querent. It's also great for the ears and eyes, as well as the thyroid, and it's thought to be helpful in cases of dementia. It's also great for speedy justice and connection to your angels. So that is sapphire. Ruby is great for courage to be yourself. It's also great for leadership and management. It's also thought to be helpful for fertility as well as love. And it's one of the stones that's often thought to be supportive of pain that's related to fibromyalgia. So this is raw ruby. It's a very encouraging and empowering leadership stone. So we'll go ahead and bring that in right next to garnet. I love the two of them together. There we go. And there's a hattie cat down here. You're welcome to come up here if you want. Rhodonite also helps with the lungs, so this will support those of you with lung issues. But this is great for unrequited love, breakup, insecurities too. Balancing the yin and yang energies in the body, as well as if you're trying to bounce back from something as severe as emotional abuse, this can help. This is also great for allergies, autoimmune, and asthma, which is all up my alley. But yeah, this is great for healing a broken heart and helping that broken heart to heal and reopen to love once again when you're ready. So rhodonite. Sometimes rhodonite can be more pink or more black, depending on the specimen. And thank you for those requests. It's good to see you, Lori, and all the love in the world to your mom. I hope she heals up fast. Hey, Allison. Okay, cool. We have some money management stones in. We have citrine and we have iolite, both which help with money management, and pyrite, which also helps with like attracting that abundance, as does citrine. So absolutely awesome stuff. And Let's see. Bone, knee, and joint health. We have Howlite in there. Greg and Susan for the highest good. Definitely thinking of them when I put this out there for speedy justice. Your mom for prosperity. We have our good prosperity stones out. And stepfather's prostate cancer. Absolutely. So let's bring in some Rutilated quartz. This is a great stone for those of you who are having issues with like needing to get your energy back after having been ill. So you can see in this clear quartz, it's easier to see in this one, these lines going through it of that sort of goldish color. That's the rutils going through quartz. Rutilated quartz is thought to focus energy. So it focuses the mind, it aids the mind-body connection, but it can also help us to focus our mind on a subject. So if you're feeling kind of scatterbrained, this can help. Definitely great with getting your energy back, especially after you felt really run down for any reason. And it's because it focuses energy, it's for quite a long time been used as a great gift for anyone who's battling cancer. It's the intention behind it is that it'll help direct all of those different healing modalities that they're getting and all of the different medications that they're getting to go to the places where they're most needed. So this can be very helpful. So I hope all the best for your stepfather. And let's go ahead and put some Rutilated quartz here and here. And let's see. Lots of love to you. I hope you are doing well. Getting well, happiness, and love. I love it. Let's do some yellow calcite and moss agate. Yellow calcite is great for optimism and self-confidence, and it's filled with joy. It looks very similar to the honey calcite that we used earlier, but the energy is quite different, and it's quite a bit brighter as a yellow, as you can see. But yeah, this one helps with the solar plexus, and that's your center of self. So your self-identity, your boundaries, following your heart and what you want to do, not so much following the obligations of others. So this can help you to release any need for approval of others. So this is another one that might help with what Patty was asking for. But yeah, can really help with the solar plexus in every possible way, but it brings so much joy into a grid. So we're going to go ahead and bring this in. And moss agate is a stone that can help with any kind of illness that's going through the body. As we would talk about in Chinese medicine, they would refer to anything that's going through the body quickly as having wind. And that's whether it's a bacterial infection, a virus, anything like that. This can be very, very helpful. It's also very spiritual. It helps our connection with nature. It helps us with our fear of the unknown. But also if you're doing any self-improvement work like inner child work or higher self work, this can really encourage that and help facilitate that. It's very unconditional love type energy and a deep connection to spirit as well. So that's moss agate. There we go. And I hope you feel better, and love definitely, I'm seeing the rhodonite, but let's bring in rose quartz. So we mentioned rhodonite. Rose quartz can be really helpful for bringing love into your heart. It can help your heart to let go of things that maybe aren't in your highest good or some of the emotional pain you might be carrying around. Because it's a very consistent, high vibrational energy, it allows you to, in a sense, prove to yourself that there is something better that can come in and fill the space of that pain. So it makes it a lot easier to let go of what's really hurting. So rose quartz, we'll put that here. Ooh, knocking over stones. And here. There we go. Awesome. I keep feeling well for sure. Crohn's, surgery recovery, healing, sleep, mental health. Mental health, definitely lepidolite. Sleep is definitely iolite and labradorite. Labradorite, in addition to better sleep, helps with clairvoyance, and that's our spiritual sight, as well as workplace harmony. It also helps study and research, attention to detail, especially if you're looking for small errors in a lot of data. And it's great for workplace harmony, and it supports customer service reps. So we'll bring this in for help with sleep. There we go, and there we go. Okay. And Crohn's. One of the things that can help Crohn's is peridot. So Crohn's can help peridot. Peridot can help Crohn's, acid reflux, any kind of digestive ailment. I've used it. I have celiac disease, and I've used it when I've been exposed to gluten, and it seemed helpful for me. But it's great for all of those things. It's also great for depression, weight gain that might come with depression, or if your intention is to lose some weight, this can be supportive, as can iolite. And it's great for breaking up bad habits, limiting beliefs, and supporting the friendships and the relationships you have with people that help you to be your best self. So this is peridot. So I hope that helps. Yes. So we got, you had requested weight loss and anxiety and stress. Yes, definitely helpful for stress. Shungite. Anxiety, green calcite. This is my go-to for anxiety. This definitely helps to relieve the sensations. It can be very calming, very reassuring, and also helps with nervousness that comes from it, like trepidation kind of feelings. Additionally, it helps to relieve the physical tension that we hold in our bodies as a result of stress. So when you're stressed out and you tense up and then it kind of holds in your physical body, this can actually help unwind that a bit and help take that tension down, which can help with tension, headaches, tension, any kind of issues that you get. So this is green calcite. And thanks again for being here. Lower back, teeth pain. Hey, Highland love. Lots of love to you. Thank you. Good to see you. You're so welcome, Lori. And Tara, welcome in. Sorry I missed you. Lower back pain, definitely the celestite, but especially the amazonite. Teeth and joints, howlite, and I also mentioned the other one that was good for teeth, which was, I believe, blue. I'm going to throw in some additional stuff for teeth and gums, and that is aquamarine. Aquamarine is helpful for teeth, gums, all body fluids, but it also helps with forgiveness, whether it's the I forgive you to set myself free, or I forgive you to give you another chance, whatever you decide is most appropriate in your case. It's also wonderful for deflecting pettiness and people who would be inclined to take their grievances out on someone who isn't the cause of it. So we like to joke that it is the anti-Karen stone. So if anyone's dealing with too many Karens in their life, aquamarine can be wonderfully helpful for that. So I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to put one piece right here. Okay. And all the love for that. But yeah, low back pain, teeth and joints, howlite is superb for teeth stuff and bone stuff. Cool. And I'm glad that you are here. Korakar, intentions, hypothyroid, weight loss, cardio health, and vitality. Vitality, definitely mahogany obsidian. Cardio health, I would definitely say the Unikite, as well as hypothyroid. Let's see. Thyroid would be blue sapphire, so that's here. Okay, cool. And we've got our weight loss stones. And you request Moonstone, Sunstone, Tiger Eye. Citrine, Labradorite, Rainbow Moonstone, and Rhodonite. Okay, so we have here, first off, I'll bring in Rainbow Moonstone, that's the popularized name and sort of like the consumer name. In the jewelry making industry, you'll often hear this referred to as white labradorite because that's what it actually is. Moonstone and labradorite are very closely related. This particular one was cut and polished for jewelry making. You will definitely see black inclusions in it in different specimens, but this helps us to connect in clairvoyance and also connect to ancient wisdom, as well as things that might be kind of just out of sight or just hidden. Very good for clairvoyance readers, things like that, to get clear messages to then share with their clients. So that is Rainbow Moonstone. Let's see, I will put this here for now. Orange Sunstone, I love this stone. This one helps us to expand our vision of what's possible for ourselves, and it helps us expand our vision of what we're capable of. Sometimes we sell ourselves short. We think of ourselves as like, okay, well, this is as high as I can go, when really we can, be up here. And we can sell ourselves short without realizing it. This is one that helps remind us that we're capable of big things and we did not come here to play small. So this is very encouraging. If you're doing any kind of brainstorming or thinking about making plans for the future, keeping this around can be very helpful. I'm going to go ahead and put these opposite one another. Okay. Moonstone is, as I kind of mentioned a little bit when we were talking about Rainbow Moonstone, Moonstone itself is great for connections with the, itchy nose, with connection to the lunar cycles and the moon itself, as the name would suggest, but also with accepting divine timing, especially when it's not in alignment with our preferred timing. The divine feminine, attracting love and a romantic partner, women's health, deep wisdom, ancient, especially ancient, but even older healing modalities and spiritual techniques, as well as intuition, releasing patterns, and protection during travel. So I'm going to go ahead and put this underneath our calcite, or actually, no, this is a little bit small. We'll put this under our amazonite, just to make a little bit more room in the grid. And for Tiger Eye, that will be next. So Tiger Eye is very protective, and it also aids research and study, much like labradorite. It also helps protect against envy and jealousy. It supports the solar plexus and can help give us quite a bit of courage. It's great at strength, balance, and big picture thinking. This is often thought of in alignment with entrepreneurship. So big thinking of like what's something we can do here, and starting to put together all the little pieces. So this is Tiger Eye or Golden Tiger Eye. And thank you for being here. It's wonderful to see you, Cora Carr. Lots of love to you. Ah, headache due to weather allergies. Yeah. Yeah. I am well, thank you, Lori. And yes, the lovely cats are happy. They had playtime today. They're very happy. Gotcha. So, healing your father-in-law who just had hip surgery. So, we have a lot of surgery recovery stones in here, and Howlite, which is great for bones and joints. There is, for you, and I see Fawn is here too, and I know that you have, Fawn has ongoing like ankle issues too, and a lot of what we're looking for, people are asking for help with joints, and a lot of those are lower body. Polychrome jasper can help with that too. Polychrome jasper, I most often use it here for help with things like motivation and helping us to move past indifference, getting some self-confidence, and feeling like we can walk in alignment with our soul's purpose. It's very connected with the Earth Star chakra. But additionally, it's helpful for joint health, physical movement, and especially the lower body movement. So even the arms, like all the extremities, but especially the lower body. So legs, hips, pelvis, knees, and ankles. So we'll bring this in. Okay. So I hope that that helps. And you want manifesting movements on the submissions to publishers. Absolutely. Let's bring in some Herkimer diamond. This aids manifestation in big, big ways. It helps us to ask the universe for what we seek and in the best, highest version of it that impacts everyone positively. It also helps us to connect to divinity and gain intuition, as well as help us with relaxation and being in the present moment. Being in the present moment is the best place we can be when we're asking for our next steps and help there. It's great for balancing, really harmonizing energy, as well as aiding metabolism. So this is Herkimer diamond. It's actually clear quartz. This is naturally double terminated. These are not cut into this shape. They naturally formed that way. And they are formed underground in Herkimer, New York. So let's go ahead and see where's a good place for this. Let's put you here. There we go. So I hope that that helps. Intentions are for motivation. Okay, good. We've got polychrome jasper to help with that. Grief, loss, new adventure, abundance, creativity, fertility, love, pain in the ankle. We got that. And finally, getting over that head code. That's for the moss agate. Creativity and fertility. Let's do carnelian. This is both of those things. It's also great for just relationships in general, as well as really attracting a beautiful romantic relationship. It helps everyone to get along better, and that's all relationships, not just the romantic ones, but like family, coworkers, colleagues, community. It aids in all those levels. It also does help with cold, allergies, and wound healing. So this definitely helps with a lot of the topics for today. So carnelian. I'm going to put this here for now. Okay. new adventures and grief and loss. So for new adventures, yeah, let's do this one. New adventures is a picture Jasper thing. This definitely helps us to envision a bright, beautiful future and encourage us on those big new adventures, as well as ventures. If you're getting into a new business or a new side hustle or anything, it can really help with that. It also helps with letting go of hidden fears, as well as moves abroad, meeting new cultures, and just envisioning future potential. So it's a lovely stone to help you kind of dream big. So there we go. Picture Jasper. And for grief today, I think we're going to bring in Jet. We've been using black onyx, but Jet is a type of petrified wood that's usually petrified through, like, not a long process, but a short, fairly violent process, usually volcanic, sometimes extremely hot forest fires can actually turn a tree into this. It's excellent for grief and loss. Like, it helps you to be in that grief and process it, but without being overwhelmed by the grief where you kind of can't move. So it helps with that. It's also highly protective against anything negative, and also helps anyone that's in hospice or is close to passing, including animals that might be close to passing. So this is Jet. We'll put it kind of we put orange sunstone here and here. We'll put Jet here and here. Abundance, we have a bunch of stones for too. Okay, good. So I think we're good. So thank you for being here, Fawn. It's good to see you. Crystals for better eyesight. Hey, Letitia, good to see you. And I will definitely get to yours, Chris. I'm just weaving them in as we go. Like, if there's a couple of stones that I could pick for a particular thing, I usually go with the one that's on Chris's list, so that by the time we all get them together, most of them are there. Let's see. Oh, your friends are getting married tomorrow. How beautiful. And I see crystals for better eyesight. A crystal that's definitely good for the eyes is aventurine. And it very much harmonizes what we get out of picture jasper as well as orange sunstone. Aventurine helps to kind of heal the heart and encourage us to see a better version of our soul's potential. Like to basically say, like, hey, did you know you're a lot better at these things than you might realize? This is the stone for that. It also helps allergies. It helps heart rhythms, so definitely in line with Korakar. And with the allergies, definitely you as well as Jennifer and me. But definitely eye problems and anything with the eyes, as well as fertility. And if you're learning something that intimidates you, like some folks get really intimidated learning about computers, aventurine can be very helpful with that. So let's put that under our carnelian. Move this here for now. Awesome. So I hope that that helps. Financial abundance, we have all the financial abundance stones out. But yeah, I feel you all on all of that. Pneumite and indigo gabbro, and we got sunstone already. So pneumite and indigo gabbro. These are stones that I think are so overlooked. And howlite too. I think that's the most criminally overlooked stone. Everybody is like, oh, that might be, you know, white turquoise. And then you're like, no, it's howlite. They're like, oh, and that's it. It's like, we use it all the time. It's an incredible stone. But indigo gabbro is great for seeing the ways in which we get in our own way, kind of like our detrimental tendencies. It can help you with that shadow work to see what it is that you need to work on. And it can help illuminate that for you in a way that's empowering and not like, ew, I can't believe I do this kind of thing. It's great for period pain, for integrating any kind of spiritual connection, as well as intuition, dreams, and meditation, as well as any kind of shadow work. It can be very helpful for. So I'm going to put some here and here. It also goes by the name Mystic Merlinite. And pneumite is only mined in Greenland a couple of months a year because, you know, it gets really cold up there. But pneumite, as you can see, these kind of, here, I think this one shows it better. See those kind of gold flashes kind of coming up? This stone is thought, well, first of all, it's like 3 to 4 billion years old, which is kind of crazy. But this stone helps us to be very, very protected. It also helps our spiritual tools to remain clear. So oftentimes folks will put pneumite near like their tarot cards and things like that. But this helps us to, as we're doing any kind of self-improvement or shadow work, it helps us to go into that darkness, but then also get these glimpses and flashes of gold, of these inspirations from spirit and encouragement from spirit and learning these truths. And that's what the gold kind of represents. But it's very, very protective of energy. So let's go ahead and put a piece right here. Okay. And you're so welcome. Headache allergies due to weather allergies. Yep. Good to see you, Lisa. Oh, I'm so glad you always feel better after being here, Fawn. Maria, it's wonderful to see you. Oh, thank you for the good energy and good vibes. Blue sky, the darkness is part of our light. It absolutely is. It's being holistic. It's treating the whole person. It's yin and yang. The picture of the yin and yang, how it has like it's actually meant to depict motion. Remember, this is an ancient symbol, and it was way before we had videos and GIFs and things like that. So basically, the yin and the yang, the action and the restoration, the masculine and the feminine. At the height of one, it gives way to the other. It's meant to depict motion and constantly moving. And notice that they have equal representation. That is all of us. So absolutely. Yeah, encouragement from spirit for sure. Gotcha. Mother Fighting Lime, I've got moss agate. Sister's Eye have aventurine. Brother's Heart, unikite. As well as, there was another one that helps heart rhythms, aventurine. Arthritis, infection. Oh, feeling the loss of your kitty a few months ago. I totally understand. I lost one. It was a year in October, and I still cry. Even with these two lovely babies here, I still cry. I totally get it. Jet will be very helpful. Arthritis. Let's do some blue lace agate. This will also help, Jen, with your throat and stuff too. This also helps tension headaches and expressing difficult emotions. Also, things that you have to say that might be hard for the other person to hear. This can be helpful. But yeah, skin allergies, tension headaches, sore throat, saying anything that involves it being difficult emotionally, but arthritis and fractures as well, blue lace agate. So this is thought to be helpful. Okay, good stuff. And it's good to see you, Lisa. Some of our darkness and depths is where some of our best beauties reside. You are absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Okay, cool. So looks like we've gotten through almost everything. I'm going to get the rest of what's on Chris's list. If I missed you, let me know. And yeah, we'll take it from there. So we have pyrite, citrine, chevron amethyst, aragonite. We have rose quartz. We have carnelian. We have, oh wow, we got almost everything on Chris's list. Yay! So chevron amethyst has a lot in common with Herkimer diamond, actually, as well as sapphire. This one helps us to better connect to spirit. Visionary work too, as far as like our spiritual sight and being able to envision things, but also whether when we're sending a message up to spirit or a request, like a manifestation, and then we're getting guidance back down, we want help hearing it. And then we want help moving another message up and another message down. It helps with, that's how the chevrons in amethyst, the chevron amethyst is about these white lines you see in it, not the shape. So the chevrons are like zigzags. That's how we're sending messages up and down to spirit. It's great for that. It's also great for spiritual and psychic protection, as well as anything degenerative, any degenerative type of disease. So we will bring this in. Where shall we bring it? Let's put it here and here and here and here. And aragonite with blue Caribbean calcite. This is two different kinds of calcite together. The blue resonates with our souls, with our soul star chakra, which is above the crown. That's the highest spiritual version of everything we can attain in this moment. And of course, it's always changing because opportunities change and we're growing, but it helps us to connect in and find balance within this sort of like spiritual North Star. It's like the highest version of what you can achieve in this moment. The tan and brown resonates with, that's actually aragonite, which works more on physical healing as well as connection to the Earth Star chakra, which is beneath the root chakra. That has to do with actually taking our spiritual tasks and missions and the things we need to do to make them happen and making them physically actionable. So showing up in the places, doing the work, whatever it might be, to actually act upon things to bring those potentials into reality. So this is a very balancing stone for the whole energy field. It helps to balance all the energy centers in the middle, including the chakras and the kundalini, which is coiled and dormant at the base of the spine. So this can be very helpful for connecting to your greatest vision of yourself and making the right actions to make it happen. So we'll bring this in. Awesome. Awesome. And we have everything else that Chris requested. Yay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Black tourmaline to deflect noise. Noisy or nosy, either one. Dumortierite? Absolutely. I was thinking about that, actually, so good call. Dumortierite is another stone that can really help with ligaments and tendons on the physical side. But it also helps with patience and anger, as well as tidiness. It also helps to ground really chaotic energy, as can fluorite. And this is great for nervous dogs too. Also standing up for yourself. These came from Belladonna's Botanicals, Jennifer Vatz's store, and you can find that on Etsy. So Belladonna Botanicals on Etsy. So thank you. We'll bring in a couple of these. Let's see, where shall we place you? We'll put one here. Just put that in the middle. Oh, actually, we've got room. We've got room right here. Put that on the clear quartz, and yeah, this will definitely help the patience side of things, the dumortierite. Also, tolerance of others is part of chevron amethyst, which is there, and black tourmaline, absolutely. Black tourmaline helps to repel negative energy, and it is exceptional at doing it. This is one that I've gone so far as to sew into curtains to hang in my old place in South Philly. It was a really helpful curtain. But yeah, you can carry this around with you, place it on your property line, put it in your windowsill, whatever works. But yeah, black tourmaline is an exceptional stone. And these are actually from my crystal store, which you can find at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. So let's put some around here. There we go. And yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. So we haven't been able to do this in a while because as the channel's been growing, we've been having so many requests, we haven't had time. Yeah, and black tourmaline is on sale right now too. I think they're like $3 a piece or something. But anyway, we haven't had the time to do this because we've had so many of you and it's been lovely. But I want to go ahead and pick a couple of stones and let you all vote on what gets added to the grid. I never know what you're going to vote on, hint, hint. And y'all will vote on it while I'm explaining what Reiki is. So give me just a moment to pick a couple of stones that I think would be a good add-on to the grid. Okay, so the first one is Dalmatian jasper. This actually has black tourmaline running through it, and this is thought to help clear our entire energy field, and it's thought to aid with cooperation among people. It's also great for digestive issues, including Crohn's, IBS, anything like that. And it's good if you feel really like you've gotten kind of cynical and jaded, this can kind of help relieve that a little. But yeah. So that's Dalmatian jasper. The other choice is Smoky quartz. So this is actually a rutilated smoky quartz. And we talked about rutilated quartz, but smoky quartz helps with transmuting or actually fundamentally changing energy. It also helps to calm worry. It's highly protective. It was used even back to the Middle Ages to protect property. And yeah, absolutely wonderfully protective and definitely changes that energy on a fundamental level. So go ahead and vote for either Dalmatian jasper or Smoky quartz. You're not limited to just one vote. Hint, 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 hint. Go ahead and peek in the chat for more of what I mean. As you vote on that, please consider hitting that like button if you haven't already. It really helps me. And I'm going to quickly explain what Reiki is, how it works, and what to expect. So hello again. As I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And if you like what I do here, you can learn to do all of it and I can teach you. And you can learn more about that at learnreikiphiladelphia.com, where you can enroll if you'd like and even learn more about my live online Reiki certification courses, level 1 through master teacher, and my crystal shop, or even schedule a one-on-one distance session or reading with me. And yeah, so what is Reiki? Well, the style of Reiki that I work with most is known as Usui Reiki, and I've been teaching this for over 14 years. So Usui Reiki, this particular style of energy work, is founded by Mikao Usui, and he created this method in the early 1920s in Japan. And it's highly spiritual, but very secular, which is a big part of why it resonates with us in the West. And at the time that he was teaching this in Japan, it was very necessary that it be very much secular. So this particular style of energy work, first, like, what is energy? Well, the best way to describe the understanding of energy that is at the foundation of Usui's practice is to look at Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everything has a soul and all soul energy is interlinked. And when I say everything, it's not just the people and the animals and the plants. It's also the earth and the inanimate objects, everything around us. Everything has a soul. All of it is interconnected. And that within that interconnectedness, that there are other spiritual forces at play and at work. One of those being a spiritually guided soul energy, which is exactly what Reiki translates to. So this spiritually guided soul energy is what our body, mind, and spirit work with all the time to bring us our greater balance every moment of the day. Even though we're not consciously aware of it or paying attention to it, it's just happening on its own. Much like how we're mostly made of water, but we don't really think of it, and we have to drink water or else things get bad really quick. But we don't have to think or focus on how that water gets to do all of the things that it does in our bodies. Our body just does it. Much the same as that. So today, using Usui's techniques, I'm going to connect with that energy and direct more of it to all of you, which will help your body, mind, and spirit to make best use of it for you. You may feel some sensations in your physical body. You may have some emotions rise up or be released. On a mental level, you may have an opportunity to think some things through and process, or you may hear your sort of internal voice or your subconscious speak up. And on a spiritual level, you may have some sudden inspiration or intuition or just idea about something great. Chances are your session will look like a combination of all of the above, whatever suits you best, and you may or may not take a nice relaxing nap during your session, which is highly encouraged, by the way. So what do you need to do during the session? Not a darn thing. You can snore. you can sit there with your eyes closed, lay down with your eyes closed. Whatever feels physically comfortable to you is the place to be in. Do you have to remain still? Nope. You can also go ahead and stretch, move, bend. You can play the guitar. You can journal. You can do some card readings for yourself. Whatever feels right to you in this moment, that's the way to enjoy this time. And the other thing too, you don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. It's absolutely fine. If you're not sure if your mind is just racing or if it's helpful, just take a deep breath in and out and you'll just gently slip back into the session. But the session will work no matter what's going on in your mind. During the session, I will turn the lights down. You'll notice the lights moving slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I will turn the music up if you'd like to learn more about our musical creator. Her link is in the bottom of the description. She has her own YouTube, and you can listen to her music all day long in the background if you like. I will send for 25 minutes, and because we are all interconnected, it doesn't matter where you are in relation to me or when you're watching this video. Whenever you find it, whenever you watch it, the energy will be available to you. 25 minutes I will send, and when the session comes to an end, you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll invite you to take a deep breath, slowly come back to the space that you're in, and I'll reopen the chat so you can ask any questions or share any experiences, and we'll move on from there. And if you would like to visit my website, if you want to have a question that happens to be a little bit too personal to maybe put out on YouTube, you can email me through the website as well at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. And for those of you who are here live, if you find that you really need a session and I'm not live, check out the past healing live streams. There's almost 300 videos there for you to choose from, and go ahead and enjoy any day, any time that you like. You are so encouraged to enjoy that, and thank you so much for being here. If you happen to hit that like button, I'd super appreciate it, and thank you so much for being here. So let's go ahead back into the chat, see what won that vote, and get into the healing. Okay, there we go. So what won? Oh, is it both? Yeah, Dalmatian Jasper's wonderful. It is. But we're doing both. So here's our Dalmatian Jasper. And, well, here's our Smoky Quartz. Let's put that here. And here is our Dalmatian Jasper. And I'm just going to add a couple more right here and here. So lots of love to all of you. And for Samantha's dog, I'm going to put in Leopard Skin Jasper, which can help with any kind of animal-related healing, as well as coordination, balance, calling in a love relationship, and anything impacting the skin. So this is Leopard Skin Jasper, connection for healing for our animals, as well as connection to our animal spirits. So let's go ahead and put one here, 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 and here. And I hope that your dog is feeling better. Good to see you. So go ahead and get comfy, lay down, sit up, doesn't matter to me. Just go ahead and be cozy, move around all you need. Oh, archangels for animals needed too? Absolutely. There's celestite all around here, and sapphire, which helps with connection to angels. And why the heck not? Let's put in some angelite, which does all the things you would think it does. Connects us to our spirit guides, our angel guides specifically. So I'm going to put angelite, and this is angelite. And I'm going to put some, let's see, right here and here at the top, because we're a little tight on space. But I think we are good. So let's go ahead. Let's get into that session. Actually, I'll put the angelite so you can see it here. There we go. Okay, so everybody get cozy. Enjoy the Reiki, and I will see you all in about 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body and to the room that you're in. Check in with yourself and gently move or bend as you feel you need to. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor and a privilege. The chat is open. Feel free to ask any questions or share any experiences. And as a reminder, I'll be back at 8 p.m. East Coast US time this evening for my second stream, which is just like this. And I'll be back on Sunday at 8 p.m. East Coast US time. You're so welcome. Patty, Jennifer, Catherine, and Blue Sky. Yes, happy Mother's Day to all of the mamas out there. Good call. And support this Mother's Day for all of you for whom it is a tender thing. You're welcome, Lisa. All the best to your family, your mother, your brother. MW Nietzsche, you're so welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Happy Mother's Day for all the furry moms, too. I appreciate that. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Patty. Oh, thank you, Kanta Bosniak. Thanks from a Philly girl who lives in Virginia. Thank you so much. There's a lot of Philly peeps here. You're among your brethren. Thank you for being here. And thank you for saying hi. Goddess of Four, you are so welcome, and thank you. And thank you all so much for the ongoing love and support and consideration you all show each other. It's absolutely heartwarming to see that every time I'm here. Okay, so last call for questions or anything. I'll start bringing the stream to a close. Abundant blessings for you too. Oh, Patty, you're a Philly girl in Maryland. Absolutely. Oh, Fawn, you are so welcomed. All the best with the packing. I know how it can be. I've moved so many times. I get it. All the best to you as you pack. Yo! Absolutely lots of Philly yo's. Yeah, I hope you get a nap on the next one too. Moving is tiring. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude for every single one of you. I hope to see you all again soon. If you haven't hit the like button, please consider doing so and absolutely consider subscribing. I'll be here again 8 p.m. this evening and 8 o'clock p.m. on Sunday. I'm here 5 times a week. Lots and lots of love to all of you. And I hope to see you soon. Take care, and bye for now.